What do you think of people who like bleep their own speech?
Freakers.
Freakers.
Oh, freaking hell.
No, more
blooming
like
heck.
you know.
People do that? Maybe
Yeah.
they have children.
Holy shit. You know? Them sorts. Those.
Don't get me started on them sorts.
Ooh.
Do not get me started on them
Which
sorts.
sorts?
Do you shoot? You know? The enemy.
Which enemy?
You know, them nasties. Yeah.
Welcome to the villain episode.
Naughty, nasty
the
ninjas on the scene. Yeah.
Ah, we're the villains here. Ah,
What do villains do?
they compromise.
I thought that's what good guys do.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of compromise?
Double down.
Yeah.
We double down.
Double down. Yee.
Don't you think there are certain hand movements that
Evil gestures. That's why politicians, they're told, don't point, it's rude, you gotta do this. By the way, this is much less.
I'm ordering a Subway.
Give me the meat-free meatball marinara.
The marinara trench.
Marinara meatball trench. There, I'm going to go for first. Them ones down there hiding. I'm going to go straight for them down there. And I'm going to get them.
You're doing the wrong one.
I'm doing the aggressive one because I'm trying to be horrible. I mean, I'm trying to be a good guy. Wink. I'm trying to be a good guy. Wink, wink.
No, I can't do it.
Look, dude.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Run Randy through the ringer, man. Politics is on the brain. Leaders are coming on stage. They're delivering important speeches. This is what Randy is here for. Randy's here for the votes. Randy's here for the people. Randy's here to bring you out from the gutter. Randy's here to make them rats come down to our level.
I feel like that didn't work.
Why?
I feel like the rats are beneath us.
We are the rats. It's the rat party. Yeah, the Randy and the rats, we're coming up for you.
The rodent party. Because we are for all rats.
Randy and the rodents.
Randy's rodents.
Yeah. You got a capybara, you got a guinea pig.
No capybaras. They come from far
They're a
away.
splinter party. There's a radical, splinter.
The radical rodents.
The radical rodents, and it's all disenfranchised capybaras. You know.
Capybaras.
You used to pay us good wages for being nurses for the other animals.
For the hot spring monkeys.
For the hot spring monkeys. All those TikTok advertisers that we don't even get a single cent of.
Ooh.
And that's what our platform is here today going to do for you. Thou you.
Thou art a soul of rodent.
Thou art struggling nowadays, are we not?
Should we try and do an whole episode speaking in Old English? Yarg me, Tartar.
Framed as a political debate. You know? This is political debate from a few hundred years ago, you know?
Yeah. They didn't vote, did they?
Thou art really... Are we?
Thou art no.
Thou aren't immigrant, are we?
Thou like immigrant? Me no. You? Yes.
Thou I do not understand.
Thou art typical.
Thou aren't neurotypical. Yeah, so I'd pretty much vote for either of those legends on the stage, you know?
Yeah. I guess it wouldn't really matter back in them parts.
You know one thing I hate about my twin brother?
What?
Just cannot stand about him.
Yeah.
He's just rigid, you know? He likes things done a certain way. He likes there being a jar doc. He likes structure. He likes things to fit into certain brackets, and I've just got to say, I'm anti that, and that's why I'm voting. Yeah, because
Ah.
I don't know that.
And mine will be as well.
Uh-huh.
Right, yeah.
That's for just my security and my safety.
I guess mine as well now because I repeated it.
Well, now, just through that repetition, you are now going down with me.
Not if it's...
This is the
Really?
platform. So let's say like you're the aggro like interviewer, and I'm the leader of a certain party, and I'm trying to become.
Is this a
leader.
role play?
I would say it's a Randy roleplay. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait, which country? Am I the US president to be, or am I the UK president to be?
Let's start with UK, a bit closer to home,
Okay.
and see where we go.
Well, I was kind of ready to be American, so I'm
Okay,
gonna have
let's
to
be
do some
American
Well, now I'm reprogramming because I was
Okay,
gonna.
let's do American.
I was gonna do my whole American character. Shot it.
Someday there is going to be a president. It sounds like that.
Yeah.
And it's going to rock.
No, I think I should be British. I should be my true normal self, thou.
Yeah.
I'll cut the thous there.
Okay. Are we ready?
I'm ready, I think.
Mr. Prime Minister to be,
And that's bloody me, all right.
do you recognise how much you lie?
Now listen. I know what the papers are saying. I know what people online are saying. I know the lies that are being spread about me. This is the real truth. Those who say who are liar tend to be the liar themselves. Tend to be the liar themselves. And vote for me. And also, all my competitors. Evil. Nasty ninches, all of them. Sorry.
You said like 9 different parties. That was actually quite good.
Yeah? A good
Your
like
natural
starting point.
response to just totally ignore everything I said.
Yeah. Like, ask me a direct question. And
Yeah.
watch how I deal with this.
Are you a human?
This is the thing. In these interviews, it happens again and again, and the people are tired of it. These questions, frivolous, pointless. I am here to speak for the people, the average person. I have
The
lived.
average human.
The average. No, I don't want to talk about humans right now. We're talking about people right now, actually. I see how you're trying to spin this, how you're trying to play me. The way you talk about me in the media, I don't appreciate it, actually, to be honest. But together with me, if you vote for me, I will bring the ideals of the people, and I will bring the party back and the country back to where we should be, and everything will be great.
No further questions.
See how easy it is?
Yeah. You can just say any words as long as they don't relate.
And as long as you like take a break, if you go like, listen, I'm gonna, it's all about like just how you present it. Look, let's do like a couple different options of like, look, and tell me which one you'd vote for. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 different performances
Okay.
to the same question.
So that was number 1.
No, this is fresh. This is refreshed.
Okay, do you want
This
a
is a
different
Randy
question?
refresh. Just something simple, like an easy one.
Okay. What are you gonna do about the situation in Gaza?
Leader 1. Not really sure. Now, Leader 2. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna fix it before I'm even in power. That's what I'm gonna do. Forget about it. Who are you voting for? Be honest.
You said you were gonna do 3.
Why change? Would you want me to do 3? I can do a 3rd.
Yeah,
if you want.
do one more.
Bonjour, Vijove, mon sensei.
boo,
What are you doing?
Boo.
And obviously that guy doesn't get
I'm
it.
going number 2. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
That filled me with like
confidence, right?
yeah, I don't need to worry about anything. You know? That's in chargeness.
It's the three parties. One is the L party, one's the W party, and one's the Sigma
The F
party. No, straight Sigma. We're like riding that like one more generation and then maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, when
Line up your
reform
gyats
falls-
and head to the polls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Skibbity your way to the
Yeah. If you're a looks maxer, get straight in the gap and vote Skibbity.
I mean, honestly, just from that little experiment that you were running, I'm feeling the
In
need to
control?
vote for you. Like, it makes me want to
Oh, okay.
go to the polls and Pokemon Go to the polls, you know?
Whatever happened to Pokemon Go? That's what I wanted to hear Kia saying. Listen, everybody, I'm bringing Pokemon Go back. We're gonna reform the economy. We're gonna reform UK the economy by bringing back Pokemon Go.
Kia is really strong on Pokemon Go, but Rishi is like, I'm bringing back PUBG.
Do you remember OG Fortnite?
They ruined it by taking out the building. I want to go back pre-built.
Well,
Yeah. I think we just solved it.
I think the country is gonna be all right.
You know, I think we might just be okay.
What the fuck was that, boys?
What do you mean?
Speaking of being okay, the only thing that makes us okay and survive in these harsh times, the Jar Media patrons. Patreons. Over at Jar Media, Patreon, Jar, Patreon, Patreon/bar media.
Barbie.com/jar
Barbie
media.
Media, where they're just legends.
And we're Knuff, that's for damn sure.
Huh? We're Knuff.
You know, Barbie, Ken.
Knuff.
Yeah. Anyway,
Right.
I'm Randy, and I thought the Barbie movie was just too woke anyway.
You know, Randy, you're a f***ing idiot.
Put my hands up to that. And that's why I'm going to be Prime Minister this July.
I mean,
So my twin brother, who I hate, I guess, told me to host this episode of the Brocast, I guess. His logic to me was that because it's episode 13, he thought, because he's all like, believes in luck or whatever, he thought it'd be really unlucky to be on this one. So he figured, hand it over to the one who can take hold of that torch, bring it home for the people, actually represent a real person, and my father's a toolmaker.
no, he's not.
Well, he could be. And you know what? No one has even challenged me on that, so now I've got to find a new lie. So why don't you go Pokemon Go F yourself? Huh?
Hey, don't take it there. Because I'll take it further, and that's something you don't want to do.
What, you're going to do a Digimon one equivalent? Huh?
What's the opposite of go?
Stop. Digimon stop.
Digimon stop. Digimon stop.
Digimon stop and don't go to the polls? Or stop not voting?
All of you non-vote. What do you think would happen if everyone who didn't vote voted?
Things would go like this. Whereas, can you just describe what that was for those listening? Because
Up.
things would go up. Yeah.
Radically up.
Radically, like,
That
No.
was more forward. Up and forward.
well, the way you said up kind of made
Onwards and upwards.
me, onward and upwards, I always say in this electoral
Regime.
rage. Yep.
Rage Starmer.
So, bro, how you been?
Shut up.
Huh?
Idiot.
Well, because if you vote for me, then I'll actually be able to get some glass in these so I can see.
I thought they were fake for a reason.
I decided, I don't know, when I was 12, 13. My eyes, they're just too small. Like Ryan Reynolds kind of, dinky.
Don't say that.
Millhouse when he takes his glasses off, that's what my eyes just constantly look like. So I figured, even if I don't need the glass, I need something to obscure these tiny things.
Something to distract.
It's often why I carry something colourful in my hand, just, like jangling keys pretty much. Just like, oh, don't look at my tiny eyes. Don't go near these eyes.
I always thought that was your stimming device.
Well, I'd prefer that, like, just as long as the focus isn't on my eyes. I don't care what you think I am. Even if it's a knife and you think I'm a killer, I'd prefer that than you looking into my tiny eyes because of the... Yeah, there's something me and my brother both have, like, quite big hang-ups on. He doesn't like to talk about it. He likes to keep it quiet, hush-hush, because he knows people might, use it as fuel to attack him or whatever people do.
A sore spot.
A sore spot.
Have you ever used a knife to threaten someone who's commented on your small eyes? Or let's say, have you ever used a knife to distract from your
I can't
eyes?
get in legal trouble from this, can I? If I, like, cover my mouth so...
Not if your mouth's covered.
So it looks like I'm being dubbed.
Yeah, I can say I dubbed it. We have similar voices.
Okay, iDubbbz. iDub it for me. Do a content cop for me. Live right now. What are we talking about? What am I supposed to say from behind you? Have I threatened someone with a knife?
Yes.
Yes.
There you have it, folks.
If that doesn't deserve a content cop, I don't know what does. You know what I'm saying?
I thought the content cop got killed in the
Someone should have made a content clap back.
a content criminal?
A
content robber. No, they all sound like you've stolen content.
Yeah.
A content burglar? No.
What can defeat a cop? What can defeat a cop?
A content white woman.
Yeah. That's what we need. We need more of those, and then we are sorted, finally.
More white women, he says.
Wrap that up in a little bow and tie the bloody knot. Do you think, and be real, my normal non-bloody voice versus the politician that has the bloody voice, who's winning?
What? Your normal non-bloody
Like
voice?
this, like a politician who's like this. Hello, I'm me. I'm a politician. I'm bringing it home for you boys. Let's go. I'm from party Let's Go.
You were kind of forming into the...
It just kind of comes out, doesn't it?
Yeah, when you get in front of that podium and go...
Yeah.
Oh.
When you tense up.
Yeah.
When you strain.
The bloody voice wins.
Yeah, because Nigel Farage basically has the bloody voice. I'm a bloody lad. Come to me.
Bobo.
Yeah.
Bobo.
If we just found it. Like, that's all you need to do.
Yeah, that's the answer.
You sound like you've got a deep voice, and you go to the pub, and bloody hell, do you have a little pint with me? Come over here. Let's have some fun.
Dude, that's actually scary. You really sound like Bobo.
Well, every British person in Bo/Nige class gets their their teaching, their lessons. I keep shortening words into things that don't actually indicate what they're. Just saying less sounds like the word less instead of the word lesson.
Yeah,
shortened.
it's the same word.
Yeah, so I should
Whereas
probably stop
if you
doing
say
that.
whisk, Whisco.
No, I was saying a shortened version of okay.
Or punch. That one works.
You're allowed to say that anymore.
Anymore? When were people saying punch?
Huh? If you vote for me, you'll be saying that every day of the week. What are we talking about? What do you do normally? What do you say normally?
When? I don't know. I just sit here. I just sit here until someone comes along and sits next to me and starts saying things, and I just try and
You just
bounce off of
react.
them. Yeah, I'm just a reactor. I was born a reactor. What do you want from me?
I'm starting to figure this out. Like, so there's the React ball. The reactor sits on the React ball and reacts to the...
That's what I'm here for.
To what? The politics? Is this a politics podcast?
This is a podcast?
Yeah, I thought this was just like... I thought this was jury duty, to be honest.
I mean, it could be. I've not
Is this not jury duty? I've never done it before. How would I know?
I've never done jury duty, so I don't know. I've been sat here for like a while.
I mean, it kind of looks like what I'd imagine jury duty would look like. Seems kind of formal, kind of professional. Like, you know, I could imagine someone's putting their hand up and decreeing something.
Yeah, there just needs to be a guy with a hammer, right? Who
Well,
tells everyone to be quiet.
I mean, if all we need is a hammer, then this could be a courtroom in 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah.
That's a really long time to get a hammer. Most men have a hammer accessible within 1.5 minutes. Do you call yourself a man and you don't have a hammer within 1.5 minutes of your
In my own
vicinity?
podcast setup, yes. But in my coward, can I say the P word?
Depends on which P word. If it's going to be punch, then beep the fuck out of that.
Well, it's not going to be punch. It's going to be pathetic. My pathetic brother. Can't even do it.
Which one?
Obviously not you, because I wouldn't say that to your face. I would say that to my twin about you when you're not in the room.
Thank you.
Does that answer your effing question? Or am I not Prime Minister?
You're not Prime Minister. And I didn't
Not
ask
yet.
a question.
Not yet.
No, I'm fully confident that if I felt like it, I could be president.
Well, same. Of America,
Yeah.
because I feel that. I've always felt that.
America or China.
I was thinking more like North Korea. I'd like to just take a pot at, you know, just once. Just one
Run in the North Korean election.
Yeah, like sneak in, be like, you know what? I'm here. I'm a man of the people.
Bring some of our juicy Western ideals into there.
I'll bring with me Fortnite. I'll bring with me the Hot Chip Challenge. You know? And then I will be irresistible. And then I can be my own dictator and things can just finally be good for me. You know, like I can finally control people. And
If you were a dictator, how would you set things up?
you have come to the right place.
I know.
Because
I didn't come here. I'm just here.
dictatorship, I've studied it. In fact, I've planned for it. I've planned for it. I'm trying to figure out where the best place for me to dictate is, though. You know, there's a lot of choice. The world is a big place. Like
Well, let's say it's here.
here,
Yeah.
it's cold here. It's wet here.
Okay, Hawaii.
I feel like I'd be too chilled out there, though. I need somewhere that's like a little bit warm sometimes, not quite as chill as Hawaii. You know, I'd just be too chill. I need somewhere that's actually going to make me want to get riled up. You know, something important like that.
You might get hot and bothered.
No, but that's just going to make me mad. I'm just going to want to eat an ice cream and just sit under a palm tree.
Spain.
Yeah. I suppose there's lots of sort of fascists to compete with over in Europe, aren't there?
Yes. Fascist doesn't necessarily equal dictator.
You're correct, but I feel like it might make the entry just a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Yeah.
So I think we start with let's make an anti-superhero policy. Pretend like they're real. You know? Every a natural disaster happens, just be like a Iron Man's villain is here.
You're right. Step one of fascist dictatorship is to create a common enemy amongst your
yes, an other of sorts.
Yes, your people.
Yeah. So of course, by the time I am the ruler of Spain, what are you saying? The king, the
supreme leader
of Spain. Yeah, that's definitely where I begin. would plan my conquering, because it wouldn't start and end with Spain. Of course, I would need to hop around. But I wouldn't do a traditional sort of like countries that are linked by border. I'd like to jump border. I'd like to make this like a plan of attack so unpredictable, so unusual.
Impossible?
So even? Impossible that it would be, well, let's just say impossible to predict. By the way, if a country does this, then I'd like credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know history is written by the victors and all that, but don't forget where your fucking beans are made or whatever.
Do you want to be spared if a country does do this and you fall under their
Yeah, because like logically they should see me as some kind of deity or, you know...
Well, a key tenet of fascism is a lack of religion. So...
Yeah, unless we just kind of make the idea that the lack of religion is the religion.
Well, yeah, that is fascism.
Now that's smart.
Well,
now that's fascistic thinking.
Fascists, but...
One thing though, I will need to hire a stylist. Unless you think this will work on stage, I don't
know. Tenant number 2, you need to be styled up.
I figured that's why they have the name they do, like...
Yeah.
Fash.
Yeah, fash. That's...
Fash.
How,
yeah.
That's, well, actually, fashion is derived from fascist because, like, we can all agree the stuff that happened in 1947 weren't great, but some people were looking better than others.
Yeah. Just don't look at what Mercedes were designing at the time.
Yeah, or Audi, or Volkswagen, or like Hugo
Boss.
or anything from Germany. Really. Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, Hugo Boss is Hugo Boss, so like his stuff was like pretty...
My question was always like, who is Hugo Boss's boss there?
Not everyone.
Is that his name? Or is that his title?
Well, I'm sure...
Hugo's boss?
Well, it's not Hugo 'S boss. It's Hugo Boss.
So they're saying Hugo's a boss?
Could be. No. Otherwise it would be Hugo is a boss.
Hugo's is bosses? Just sounds like bad grammar to me.
No, a possessive apostrophe.
Possessive. Where did you learn? Because I need to go there because I don't know what you're talking about.
My mummy told me.
Well, that same mummy locked me away, wouldn't let me near. Wouldn't let me... Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a survivor, Mr. Guy.
I'm a survivor, Mr. Guy.
Good afternoon, morning, evening or night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second half of the Brocast, where ordinarily we go to JARChive, Medit, and just get to it, really.
I love getting to it, and I love voting for the Let's Go party. Let's go to the polls. Let's go.
Let's go party. Let's go to the polls. Let's go.
LG. We just happened to be sponsored by the big energy, tech company LG, which stands for Lieutenant Gaming, or Left-Tenant Gamers.
Or left-wing gamers.
Whichever makes you more likely to buy the stock. I don't really care, to be honest, which. So in the notes I was left of how to, how would you say sort of present yourself? Be a presenter on one of these, you know?
Design?
Being a revolutionary. Randy the Revolutionary. I'm like that doctored picture of Stalin over here. Look at me, bloody, so lovely over here.
Look how lovely Stalin looked. Don't you just want him? Don't you desire?
Don't you think I'm real?
Look at this very real image of Stalin. Isn't he stunning?
Look at the smile on that boy.
Look at his well-groomed moustache.
In fact, I'd quite like to suck him.
I want to wrap my lips around his lips.
I guess, yeah. Reddit? Ew, what are you, a millennial? Ugh. What are you, pogging over at the fucking champ? The albino jackal can get us going. Oh, here we bloody go. Are you joking? Since Star Wars and Halo suck now, which do you think is worse and which will get better first, even if it takes like 30 years? Surely they won't suck forever, right? There's a bet right now. You gotta put money on one of them.
Which one's going to get better?
Which one is worse and which will get better first?
I have an answer.
Yeah?
Star Wars.
For which is worse?
No, for better.
More likely to get better first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andor
right.
Season 2 is on the horizon.
Yeah.
So,
That's something at
it's
least,
one.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo ain't got shit. Halo ain't got shit.
Halo would need sort of a witch that's quite good at resurrections, because you can't fight if you're dead, you know? Like, Star Wars sucks and might as well be dead, but there are people who are at least, like, still angry about it. There's no one even angry about Halo anymore.
Yeah. It's more everyone's rolled over like a pathetic dog.
Whimpering, yeah.
Yes, I'll take that.
The big arm of Microsoft's coming down to that tummy that needs tickling.
Yeah.
But it goes straight past Halo and right to Gears.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah. It's all of this has made me realise Halo has always been dick. Gears of War's been the real shit for the real men.
Thank you.
You know?
The
For
real MEN.
For the MEN out there. For the women as well, to be fair.
Just for everybody.
For men, women, and everything else.
But especially men. And especially women.
And especially the rest.
Everybody. It's for especially everybody.
It's especially for the race of human.
I'd say it's especially for the race of humans. Not any race that isn't human.
No, in fact, Gears of War made me hate every race that isn't human.
Straight up.
It made me want to cut them in half.
More than gib them.
It made me want to rip their arm off and beat them to death with their own
gib 'em.
fucking arm.
They want to gib them.
Yeah, I want them to pop into lots of little chunks.
Mm-hmm. High-res chunks. I want to be able to pause it and then get the camera loose and just, oh, look at all these chunks.
Yeah, look at all the chunks. Oh, I can tell that's a little bit of his fucking pectoralis major right there. Fuck me.
What are we talking about? Ah, yes. Grammy Jame has one that makes fun of my twin, so of course I'm going to pick this. Can you guys explain the silent scream bit you do? I think Alex maybe gave a prompt with it one time, being something like, imagine if you were being chased by Godzilla, but like quiet for some reason. I hope you know what I'm referring to. I'd also like to add that this has been added to my Rolodex of basically stim noises. I can't really help it. I don't do it like involuntarily, but sometimes I just do it to tickle myself. And I don't care to try and stop. I've done it in front of family, friends, strangers, and co-workers. I've successfully explained it to 2 different friends and used to do it to a co-worker whenever I'd pass them. What? What are they tormenting people with?
You just have to know, really. You just have to understand.
Imagine if you're being chased by a Godzilla but like quiet for some reason. Is this guy okay? What is he actually talking about? Well, okay, Cantaloupe8127 says, hi boys. Have any of you committed any crimes at a young age that you regret? Stealing from the corner shop, trespassing? I only ask because when I was 10, my friend burnt down my local GP office to the ground. Don't believe me, look up. I'm not going to say where it is. Place GP office fire. I had no part in it though, lol. I did look it up and it was real. And it happened in like 2010, 2011. Nothing quite on that level outside of the time I went to juvenile hall for that thing I did, but I don't really like talking about that publicly. Well, one of the knife things. There's also the trespassing as well. I was kind of inspired by all those people that like doing the, I bloody went behind a whole roll of toilet paper in the supermarket, and then once it closed, I went loose. Here's what happened.
Yeah. Or one of those ones that's like, I found an abandoned hotel in the middle of New York. This is me exploring the back room.
I posted myself to Azerbaijan.
KSI shrunk inside of a football and swam the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it could get quite surreal if the tech was good enough. Shrunk and put into the ball that's going to be played in the European final. Yeah. What was the question?
Crimes.
Worst crime I've done. Ooh, got lots to pick from. The fraud, well, I can't even say what the thing I was about to say.
Yeah. That's the thing with crime. Most of the time, it pays far too well.
Far too well. Dude, bro. Far too well.
The thing is with crime is that you like need a connection.
You need a connection.
If you want it to pay well.
You know what you need most though?
What?
The cojones.
True. You need to value...
You need to value not valuing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I guess that's the only thing you need to value. You need to value not having values.
But where do the cojones come into that? Do you value them? You value your own cojones.
Yeah,
but others you want. You want to grab those cojones by the cojones and you just want to squeeze. You know? Yeah.
Not really. I've never committed a crime.
That should be a crime.
In a way.
If you haven't committed a crime by the age of 40, you should be arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's so many people out there just getting like free like food and accommodation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm out here having to work fucking 60-hour weeks. You know? Where's my like double bed? Or not double decker bed.
You are bloody spitting facts, and for that, you are now an MP.
This is what the country is about.
MP, major player. Let's go. Now you're a straight baller, MP. That watch you got? 10 grand.
MP.
What?
Straight baller MP.
Well, speaking of straight balling, that feeds into this from John Zebly 2. Bear, boysenberries. Long-time listener, first-time commenter here. If you get a full knowledge of any single skill/craft without having to pay the price for the education, as well as not having to lose the time it takes to learn that said skill or craft, what would it be? Well, I kind of already alluded to mine.
Criminal.
Actually, you say yours first. I need some technical lingo, I feel like.
You know, I'm gonna go lame with this answer.
What?
I'm gonna say, like you're learning this thing to the best possible ability. You know everything there is to know, right?
Yeah. Everything. So if you want to be a drummer, you're suddenly a really good drummer. If you wanted to be a lawyer, you knew all of law or whatever.
I would choose.
I study for the bar.
You know, that would be you. You would have suddenly studied for the bar.
I would choose coding.
Mm.
Because then I could create AI. And then I have the ability to do any skill.
You're the best at coding.
Yeah, then I know all there is to know about coding, and I'll be like, all right, time to make an AI that's the best at this.
Well, your lame answer, I've got a good answer for.
Well, my answer's better.
Well, mine is...
My one is legitimately the best at everything.
Well, if you'd actually listen to my answer and respect my answer for once, look, this is mine. Can you describe what I'm doing for those listening? Because this is mostly visual.
Fingers interlocking. Oh. He's doing the Naruto thing. The thing from Naruto. But really slowly. And like really... Oh no. I was going to say lame, but it kind of went cool at the end.
Thank you. Dragon, tiger, dog, rat, ram, horse, monkey, bird, ox, serpent, hare, boar. I would get the skill so I'd actually be able to memorize that instead of having to look at a picture to do it. That's what I quite like.
I feel like that's not a huge time investment to begin with.
The hand signs from Naruto.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the whole point of this was to skip something that would take time to learn.
Yeah, but like that's like, I don't know, a couple. You could do it like once a day for a couple weeks. And
No, if I could whip that out, proficiently anywhere, I would once a day at least go up to a random person and just
scare them.
Scare them, maybe put a
Rob a
curse.
shop.
What do they do? What does Naruto do with that? Is he like putting a curse on someone? Is he unlocking something?
No, then he like punches them, right? Just a normal punch.
Does he unlock his chi or something?
No, he just does it so they're like, huh?
I thought he turned
They
into a
let their
Pokemon.
No, they let their guard down, then he just clocks them.
Ah.
They're like, what are you doing? Bam.
Mm-hmm.
He reaches monkey or whatever and just fucking...
I don't
takes
like
their
that.
teeth out.
I don't like that. Almost as much as I don't like this one from the Dope Strope. Bear fellas, quick question for you. When I was younger, in primary and secondary school, I was a massive, massive liar. Not like destructively so, but just weird shit. For example, I'd make up something outlandish but convincing and see how long it would take to get back to me. In primary school, I made up the lie that celebrity children were wearing their jackets zipped up exclusively in the middle. These kids were zipping down to the middle and then pulling the bottom part up. The class size was only about 30 kids in total, so it wasn't too long before the vast majority of 12-year-old boys in the school were wearing and practically busting their jackets silly in the name of fashion. In secondary, I made up a lie that the security sticker in books could be stuck to the back of phones and erase the data on them. I called it a data bomb, and it got around quick, to the point I was hearing about it in the literature class with some upperclassmen. Nothing ever came of it, and no one ever did it, but hearing folks talk about the goofy random shit I made up was so intensely hilarious. It got to the point that one of my own health instructors essentially did a PSA over it in one of my classes, just to let us know. There isn't much more silly stuff. I just wanted to know, what do you fellas think that says about me as an adult? I haven't really done it much since, minus a few times in university, and it would never be anything vicious or demeaning, just weird/obscure things I'd personally find funny. Thanks in advance. Fellas.
Sociopath.
Psycho. Killer.
Psycho Cascase.
Out, baby. What was the question? Is he a killer?
Maybe.
So should he get help for his insane mind thoughts?
Maybe try stopping. And then if you can't stop...
Yeah, have you thought about stopping? You thought about that for 1 minute?
Think about it right now for 1 minute. We'll stay silent.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a
7 and an 8. 9 and a 10.
What was the question? Can you ask it in a way that actually I can answer?
I lie to people and it makes me laugh. Am I wrong?
No, not when you say it like that. Not when you say it like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say when you get caught, stop.
Here's where I draw the line. Here's where I get out my pen and I draw a line. Or is it a pencil? Is it
Is it paint?
Is it paint? Is it pastille?
Is it a mouse and you're on Microsoft Paint?
Or have I gone to get my Apple Pencil and I'm drawing it on an iPad? Or have I gone to
your
get...
finger on an iPad?
Ringer Rin Rat.
Do you want to hear something sick?
Yeah. What is it? What's the sick thing?
I was just a little bit sick.
Oh, a bit sick came out?
A little bit.
Well, welcome to me every Tuesday evening. That's not today. It's Friday.
Yeah.
But it will be me
In 3 days.
in Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, in 4 days, actually.
Do you remember that song from McDonald's that's like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
I thought that was Will I Am.
No, he did. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
My mistake.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like your lie, your lie is good when it's at least destroyed a couple lives, you know?
yeah.
You're too cowardly.
Well, because this is the inevitable thing with lying. You're proving to yourself that reality is insignificant. So then you just keep pushing the lies further and further and further.
They will never catch up with you. Like, why care?
Yeah.
They call them white lies for a reason. They say they're harmless for a reason. Just lie your way out of any situation. It's honestly easy. Look, try it on me right now. Just ask me something I can't even deny. Just anything. A fact. Watch me.
Do you live?
No. And look at that doubt. I want everyone to pause and just look at that doubt washing over you. You can see it on your face, even though you're hiding behind those glasses. I see it.
You don't even know where I'm looking.
Exactly.
You don't even know if I'm listening.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying. Exactly. I think the people know exactly what I'm saying here. I think that's all that needs to be said on that.
You don't even
I think that's all that needs to be said on that. Grammy James says, are we still doing cold showers? If so, how's it going? Personally, I tried for the longest I've ever tried, being pretty much an entire shower of coldness. Ooh. Starting with the feet method. Also, I have this weird, like, mental preoccupation with the cold being good for your balls. Parentheses, heat kills sperm cells. So I don't mind it much.
Huh?
Cold showers definitely feel like the move. But I feel like with the hair, I need a bit of variety with temperatures to get all the shampoo and stuff out. What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude,
why did you mention about your balls?
Yeah, you don't need to go that deep with it. Like,
you don't need to go that low. Huh?
Well, if it's a shower.
What?
If it's a shower, you're gonna get your balls wet.
Yes, but he's stopped this story midway in order to point out how much he loves cold water on his balls because it protects the sperm.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking wild. You're kind of overthinking it, man. Like, it's good for proving a point to yourself.
Wait, there's more.
There's more.
So I originally was pretty set with a reverse slow-cooked toad sort of method, where I gradually make it colder and colder around max. It is pretty consistently unbearable, though, mostly just curious if you guys are still doing it and have good things to say. It just seems slightly reinvigorating. I think it gets silly when you're doing stuff like Joe Rogan sitting in a barrel of ice or whatever.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. That's so beyond unnecessary. No, I think you're doing it right. Apart from the balls thing, that's like made me feel strange about the whole thing.
Now I'm just so transfixed on these balls that are going to be shrunk in the coldness as well.
Yeah. That's doing nothing. Like you're gaining kind of a confidence boost from powering through a cold shower. Then you get out, see yourself in the mirror, and think, I ain't shit. Mm-hmm. I'm trash.
Especially with the kind of culture shock of like the normal, let's say it, the normie shower. When you get out, your balls are going to be by your knees, you know?
If not,
they're going to be by your ankles.
Yeah.
On a good day.
Yeah. You're going to have to dab a bit of toilet paper that sticks to the wrinkly, wet skin. Right on the bottom.
Get stuck in the crevices
because they're going to be like brushing the floor and picking up those little bits of dirt that you don't see, but somehow are there.
So you're saying just rip off 2 squares and you put one on each
2 squares,
ball,
one on each, yeah.
So they slide along and pick up the dust so your balls don't pick up the dust.
Well, no, they don't pick up the dust because they're not wet. They're dry. But your balls are wet.
Oh, it's to absorb the moisture, but all the little particles of the tissue will get stuck all over the balls and then you'd have to
Not if you time it.
Then you got to do another dunk later on. You got to dunk later to get the dried on tissue paper.
Yeah, but you can just do that in the sink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a classic sort of whore wash or whatever they call it, you know?
Yeah. But kind of the inverse. But yeah, I mean, cold showers, they're pretty fire in summer. I wouldn't recommend doing them in winter. They're horrendous.
Yeah, that's kind of my stance on it, is like, yeah, if we're getting a nice June where the sun is out and it's really hot, then I will do it.
I like stepping out the shower when I'm sweating. I get in the shower, have a shower at the end, make it cold, get all my skin cold.
Yeah.
Then like my pores have shrunk and they're like tight, and no liquid's coming out, and I'm getting crispy and dry. And then I jump out the shower ASAP.
Although that is
Moisturize.
obviously moisturize, but that's a good life hack even in winter. If you're having a really hot shower, before you get out, turn it down. Get used to that lower temperature, so there's less of a shock when you get out.
I quite like cold shock.
Well, that's why the cold shower is so delicious on those balls.
But I'm saying, like, if I have a hot bath in winter, I'll like put little pajama shorts on, go downstairs, open the back door, step outside, and like you'll feel your pores just.
I'd love to feel my pores go.
My little puppy pads go.
Right, I'll do 2 more here. This one is the penultimate. Malaki 177. Hi Jar. What's the hardest game that you've gotten 100% completion in? I'm currently trying to 100% Just Cause 3, and it's making me want to launch my controller into the screen and myself into a wall, and it makes me want to have a shower and really enjoy the cold water of my balls.
I can't remember the last game I 100%ed. I don't do that shit. Shit's lame.
I agree.
It makes games worse.
That's why I went out of my way to look at what my idiot twin has 100%ed to make your point for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because some of these are just like, what are you doing? Like, why? What was wrong with your brain at that time?
Yeah.
Oh, look, listen to this. Assassin's Creed Unity.
You 100.
Unity.
He 100%ed Unity.
Yes, that freak.
Jesus Christ.
Forza 5. Every achievement in Forza 5. Do you know how long that would have taken him? Do you have any idea?
It's all coming back to me.
Dead Rising 3.
Wow.
Every achievement. Assassin's Creed 3. Not even Brotherhood. Not even Revelations.
But he did.
3. Yes.
3 and
all
Brotherhood.
Of those. Yeah. I didn't even note those ones down. I thought Unity was mad enough.
Yeah, Unity's insane. 3, I believe. But
Lightning Returns. Final Fantasy 13. That's one of the more mental ones.
yeah.
That's like unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but like breaking character for a second. How the fuck did you do that to yourself?
It's kind of fun.
No, but all of those. You ruined them. It's meant to be
I
fun.
ruined Assassin's Creed Unity for myself.
But like there is enjoyment to be had from that, and it's just like I'm enjoying this. It's kind of shit. I've had my fun done.
Yeah. It's like a toxic, obsessive completionist thing.
Yeah, a perfectionist thing maybe.
Yeah.
Like I remember you being so fucking angry.
Yeah.
Why did I just get 3 gamer score? What the fuck is going on here? My gamer score's gonna be hard. What the fuck? I need to find a way.
That's right. No, because I remember there was like a game that had an achievement that was like 13 gamer score for this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because it wasn't.
You ruined it. Now I've got to get a 12 gamer scores thing from somewhere.
Yeah. Or 2.
Or 2, even rarer though.
Yeah. I think because I would like play a game on your account, and you'd be like, "Did you get me an achievement in that?" And I was like, "I don't know, like 2 maybe."
Because you could still delete the record of playing it as long as you didn't have an achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're pissed off if you got, because then it meant you had to 100% it.
Oh, now I've got 100% the Barbie game. Yeah.
No, not fucking Doritos Crash Course. No. Yeah, wild.
Not the Saints Row remake. Yeah, that is unhinged. But there are a couple I'm happy with.
Yeah.
Halo 3. I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Gears of War
They were
2.
good. Yeah. Gears of War 3 fucking sucked.
For achievements.
For one achievement.
Yeah.
But
Elden Ring?
Did you get... You 100%'d that, didn't you?
I got all the Elden Ring achievements.
Souls game achievements do not appeal to me.
No, they haven't.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Get every sorcery. No.
Final Fantasy likes doing that kind of nonsense.
Every incantate. No.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's like I'll challenge myself to a harder run.
Yeah.
I'll do like a no shield thing. For me,
yeah,
that's fun. Don't tell me
definitely...
to just Google where all this shit is. I don't fucking care about that.
Yeah.
I want to have fun.
Something, I don't know what it was, but something managed to untether me from whatever game I was playing with myself. Whatever meta game I was playing.
Yeah, like, what did it start with? Was it just the numbers? The numbers, Mason.
No, it was kind of like part of it was almost like putting out an image of like, there was sort of a culture of during the 360 of like, you would look at people's gamer score and like look at games they'd finished. And like when you saw someone that had like all the achievements in all the Halo games, you'd be like, okay, they put their time in.
No, I have a memory when I was 18. I was like starting my first proper job, and I was talking to my supervisor.
Mm-hmm.
He said to me, Xbox or PS4?
Mm-hmm.
And I said Xbox. And then he was like, what's your gamer tag? So he added me right then. He went in the back. He'd obviously got the app on his phone.
Yeah. Looked up.
Found me, added me, came back, and he was like, dude, your gamer's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know. Yeah.
It almost is like a license. Here's my gamer license.
Yeah.
Look how high my G is.
Jesus Christ.
Mine is very high.
Your G is very high.
I got that 6-figure G.
Yeah, because I remember there was a time where like you wouldn't play games on Steam because
of that.
Get G.
Yeah.
It's like a sunken cost fallacy.
But now I've moved over to Steam, and Steam is getting me.
Really, the
Steam
achievements on
achievements.
Steam?
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the crossover ones where like you sign into the the Master Chief Collection,
And they all pop.
Yep. Let's go. Well, let's actually go with this one from Diet Water. Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night. Would you boys consider introducing a Stogie section to the cast? I've recently gotten into GARs and would like to hear your opinions on the different types, as well as a discussion on which GARs you have selected for the current app. Also, do you put any measures in place when smoking indoors to prevent the smell from lingering? Thank you. Kind of hit on one of the things that makes it not the most ideal. Cigars stinky.
Yeah, cigars are stinky. Also,
they're stinky and expensive.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about like.
Yeah, it's what a leaf that's like wrapped up, and then you go, yes, now I'm a man.
Yeah. Yeah, you just do it for those 3 seconds where you feel a bit sick. Yeah.
And then you sip your drink that tastes like dirt, and then you go, yes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The thing is, I feel like we often try to overanalyze stuff. And when it comes to like, oh, this is a nice whiskey, that equals I don't hate it.
Right. Yeah.
It doesn't make me want to scream. You know, it doesn't mean this is yummy.
Yeah.
I would seek this out for enjoyment. It means I'm showing you an image that I've got a small cock and ball.
Essential. Whereas my thing is like, you telling me this is good? Is it? Are we? Who?
I think you kind of summarized it there for us.
It's tough to get rid of that smell though.
I don't know how to appreciate a cigarette. Maybe that's because I've
A cigarette or a cigarella or a cigar.
Maybe that's because I smoke cigarettes, but I don't know how to smoke a cigarette and be like, oh, that's rather fucking
Oh,
lovely.
there's sort of a patina of
That's
Galaxy's Edge on this.
There's a hint of dairy milk on this one. Like, I don't know. There's smoke going in my mouth.
This one tastes like rat grundle.
This one tastes of borzoi. Yeah. What I'm saying is we don't know. We can't do that.
In a Stogie section, one of us would have to be like a genuine like Stogie addict to even...
Yeah. A Stogie's more of like a moment thing.
It is a moment.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we've gone to a...
There you go. That's branding. That is Mad Men. Look, you just invented a cigar brand. The moment.
Clocks on the wall. Got that.
Best Gorillaz album. Best cigar name. Best song on a Gorillaz album, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Best cigar name. Best cigar payoff. You know? Don't even need to be well made, you know?
No.
Just put Gorillaz art on it and people will buy it. You know?
Which character would be smoking it?
Let's take you know that character Bluey? It's like a little blue dog.
Oh yeah. The
Take
Australian
him,
one.
the Australian one, but draw him in Gorillaz style. Have him smoking a cigar with like the the weed leaf behind him or whatever. Doing the gangster sign.
And the font.
Yeah, you know the font.
Drake album.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
The one that's like.
It's got the like. It kind of looks metallic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Looks
embezzling.
terrible.
Looks classy.
I don't know if Drake has a single good album cover.
No, he does. You got Damien Hirst to create one.
Does Damien Hirst have a good album cover?
I thought it was pretty cool when he cut a shark in half.
I could do that.
No, you couldn't.
Yeah, I could.
Where are you going to get all that resin? Where are you going to get a shark?
Ocean.
Is that like when you're like successful enough as an artist, you're literally sat there and you're like, you know what? Just get a shark, put it in resin, cut it in half. There you go. That's my idea. It's like all these people around you are like, that's brilliant, Damien.
Yeah, who else would say that?
Only you could think of that, Damien. And only you could get that achieved.
Yeah, or any rich megalomaniac dictator.
Speaking of those, have you seen the new... we can end on this. The new animated sitcom that's coming out. The sitcom that's coming out on X.
Ah, X's first sitcom you speak of.
Have you seen this?
Yeah. My brother showed me. My other brother.
Did I?
No, my other brother.
Did he? Did it?
It did.
What?
Yes. It's
You might be getting confused with another one. This one sucks even more than that one.
Oh.
Which one are you thinking of?
The one the
The Daily Wire one?
I don't know, the one with Dave Rubin on it.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot I sent it to you.
Yeah.
That one.
Dude.
We keep like every few months we bring up like the worst thing ever made has been discovered.
Yeah.
Here's a new one.
And it was made by American conservatives.
Yeah.
Shocker.
The best comedians in town.
Dude, they have such a limited scope of humor.
Yeah.
Where it's like you cannot be funny.
No.
It's impossible because
You can't like jerk off the status quo and like have this aura of like counterculture like you're the Simpsons or something. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense.
No. And Dave Rubin, oh my god.
Voicing the wokey character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean he always said he was a comedian. I remember listening to him on Joe Rogan a while back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, you don't know who you are,
Yeah.
you know?
That's a
It'll
little
be like
bit
me
out of
calling myself.
yeah.
Yeah, the guy ain't funny.
Well, we often make fun of that Simpsons episode that has an Elon Musk appearance as like one of the worst things ever made. I guess because he doesn't have that jerk-off status that he did when that Simpsons episode was made, so people aren't making that kind of shit about him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He's like commissioned, almost. It feels almost like commission, where like, oh, it's this counterculture conservative comedy thing, and then like the ending joke is like, oh, Elon Musk is here, thank God for Musk. Oh,
Yeah.
thank God for X.
It makes you wonder if it was him that was like pushing for all that
Well,
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. Is like, wait, are you like funding this? Are you?
Yeah.
you
Well, he's got to be, right?
yeah.
The way it's like advertised. Worth.
Uh-huh.
It's I can't put into words how I got to use the C word.
Skibbity Biden. Is it worse than Skibbity Biden?
Yeah.
Really? Because that's hardcore.
It's worse than Skibbity Biden. It's worse.
Then Biden
It's
shots.
worse than Biden charts. Biden charts is kind of funny. To be fair.
Like collecting like a deck of these like.
Yeah. And now I summon Biden shards.
You activated my trap card.
What was the one about the? It's like a drama film. The school shooting.
Which one?
Like she's like a hero. All it takes is for you to be kind of a legend.
Oh, the Daily Wire film.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did watch that actually.
Really.
Yeah,
Worth.
I think might have talked about it on Sard. I don't know.
But yeah, the jokes are. It's got a laugh track for fuck's sake.
Yeah,
What
an animated show with a
cartoon has a laugh track?
It's because you'd have no clue when jokes are being delivered otherwise.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
must have like made it and then showed it to people, and they were like,
Not a single laugh. How are we going to solve this?
yeah. So then they put in the laugh tracks, and then the
Suddenly people start liking it.
yeah.
Now I know when to laugh.
Dude, that shit is gonna bomb. So hard.
Yeah. Just Ian Miles Chong will love it.
But like when I was using Twitter, the average Twitter user was like the most liberal fucker on the earth.
Yeah.
Is that no longer the case?
They would be upset if you called them liberals. Probably they would consider themselves progressives. The ones you're thinking of.
Okay, left wing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a
So
warring.
I mean, who is it for on X?
This show or just Twitter?
The show.
I guess it's for conservatives who are sick of all that woke comedy.
Yeah.
But finally need
fucking
something.
enjoy it.
Yep, now's your chance to show who's boss.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember that was always a point of Dave Rubin being like, do you think going forward all the artists are going to be left-leaning? It just doesn't make sense because left-leaning people want to control what people say.
Right.
It's
Doing that
like,
whole chestnut.
okay, you got free reign. Go and get creative with it. That.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, to say yes to that, to have that pitch to you and be like, well, maybe I would, yes, because I have like what that comment said earlier, just this thing.
The
of,
lie
like,
thing.
kind of, yeah, where it's like the enjoyment I would get from being a character in this show alongside like Dave Rubin. That would be like hilarious to my grave. But he's like doing it because he thinks he's like he's saying something, you know? There's no anarchy there. It's just like,
Yeah. I think this is a good idea. Let's own them.
Yeah, well, I mean, comedy knows as comedy is, as they say.
it doesn't get much sharper comedy than David Rubin.
Yeah, the alarm that goes, not woke enough or whatever. creative, I believe.
And Matt Walsh did the exact same thing. And they made some Daily Wire movie, and it's like, let's make Matt Walsh be the crazy libtard.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, they love doing that.
Uh-huh.
But it just goes to show what these people think the other side is.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
they have no idea.
You're just as delusional as the far left.
Uh-huh.
Like they see you as like devils.
Uh-huh.
You see them as like mask wearing, like gelfling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, you just get to a point where you just become a parody of yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, I guess it's a way of like dehumanifying your opposition.
Yeah. Then you don't have to take it seriously because it's just so absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at these non-binomials.
Look at these Dave Rubinios.
Yeah, exactly. The world is a circle.
The world is an oyster. An oyster that you should be lapping up with your favourite sauce when you vote for the Let's Go party on Independence Day.
You stuck with Let's Go then, and not any of the others.
I feel like that's... I'm trying to go with the... I did some focus testing, and Let's Go seemed to be the kind of term that people were enjoying. A question over here?
Yes, I focus tested a different name, and I think I win.
Well, why don't you become a Splinter Party and we see who bloody wins over here?
I'm going to create a Splinter Party, and do you know what the label is going to be?
What?
Vote Boozer. Come have a pint.
Vote Pint.
Vote Pint. Have a pint with me.
It's real versus fake this election day.
It's real on real, I say.
It's real versus let's go.
Do you think we should like release lions into the House of Commons and see who just trumps it all?
They should do like the classic, like, you throw one weapon down and you're like, only one of you's allowed to leave, you know?
One weapon?
You know, there's like the three of them, they're like on the floor, like crawling, and you just throw one weapon and it's like, whoever leaves this room is the Prime Minister, you know? They're like in a cage or something, like, they're allowed like a loincloth or something, you just throw them like,
I was thinking
the crowd can like vote on a weapon and like, you, whatever wins, then you throw the weapon in.
But like, there's only one weapon. I was envisioning more like a Coliseum thing where they each get to pick.
No, I like them having to fight over one weapon.
Yeah.
You know?
But like, surely whoever gets the weapon is kind of the winner.
You don't know the skills that they could be hiding, you know? They could be a black belt in judo.
Yeah, I guess that would make it part of...
That would make it part of the prime
system.
ministerial training, you know? You'd need to get some...
Learn some Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Or maybe they should have, like, weightlifting or something, you know? Just see... Get some, like, World's Strongest Man, like, challenges in there, you know?
They gotta, like, pick up a...
Actually prove something on that stage, you know?
Tire.
What if that was the debate, you know? It's just they both come out and they just do something like, who can pick up this tire?
Who can survive being stabbed the most times?
I would like to see that, you know? Like the monster truck they got to pull by a chain or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Rishi versus Kia pulling the chain.
What if they had to, like, jump in an F1 car and have a race? Or a super bike?
Like a triathlon.
Yeah.
Triathlon.
That ends in, like, a mud fight.
No, that's the answer. Those, you know, those man training camps.
Oh!
Could go for one of those, you know? 10 miles through the mud.
See who makes it.
Whoever comes out a man by the end, you know?
What if they all make it?
Coalition. A Labour Conservative coalition. Finally, the Unity Party.
Yeah. The yin and yang party. I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking him to change his ways.
And if Michael Jackson was British, I'm bloody looking.
And no message could have been any bloody clearer.
You want to make the world a bloody better place? Take a look at yourself and make a bloody change.
Woo.
He didn't do it.
Huh?